That is in the story that refuses to go away. We'll talk about COVID-19 that has the Ministry of Education very worried. Now, barely a fortnight since phased reopening of schools, COVID-19 has reared its ugly head in some schools. Now, the Star of the Sea High School in Mombasa has been closed after 4 teachers tested positive for COVID-19 at the Girls' Day Secondary School. Likewise, Tononoka High School has also been closed after 11 cases were also reported. A student tested positive at Kabote Adventist Secondary School in Nandi, in a worrying trend of the virus spreading throughout our schools. This even as the national assessment tests for grade 4 and grade 8 pupils kicked off today. Take a look.
After a senior teacher and 3 of her colleagues tested positive for COVID-19 Tuesday, the Star of the Sea High School in Ganjoni, Mombasa was closed this morning. Health officers fumigated premises within the day school. 11 COVID cases were also confirmed at the Tononoka High School in the same county, necessitating closure possibly for 2 weeks. Mombasa County Commissioner Gilbert Kitio further warned that the continued disregard for the COVID-19 containment measures would result in a spike of cases. The county has recorded 55 new positive cases in the last 24 hours.
Vitanda za dharura za ICU zimejaa. Pitia Mombasa Hospital zimejaa. Pitia Bandia zimejaa.
Wasingefungua hizi shule tukangoja mwaka ujao kabisa tukaona kama itaisha.
A student tested positive at Kabote Adventist Secondary School in Nandi Hills and has been isolated. Against this backdrop, the national assessment tests for grade 4 and grade 8 pupils kicked off nationwide. At Mwiki Primary School in Githurai 45 Kiambu, 1,090 grade 4 and grade 8 pupils attend the school's parade before they can begin their assessment. Social distancing is the new normal. To ensure that they maintain it, they stretch their hands as they would in a PE class. This cohort is utilizing 25 of the school's 41 classrooms. There are more than 70 water points strategically stationed so that the pupils can wash their hands even before they go to class. They have to wear the masks at all times. And detecting fever is mandatory. The teachers record the individual pupil's temperature. It is a tedious task for a school with a high population, but it's necessary. The school canteen is being remodeled into an isolation room. However, it is difficult to keep them from socializing. Constant reminders have to be made to the learners to maintain the containment measures.
COVID in this school can move like bushfire. Must be put on. You keep that distance.
The school has received masks donations for the children who may not have masks or those who have substandard ones. The challenge of a day school such as this one is, while the school may go to great lengths to keep infections at bay, the administration has no control of the community spread outside the school.
A teacher or a child contacting the virus will have to put that child or teacher in an isolation room pending for help from the health facility.
In the classrooms, there is a desk for each pupil. Previously, 3 pupils would share one desk. The first subject being assessed is mathematics.
So those children in grade 4, they are not as stressed as the children in class 8, because the issue of class 8 is the issue of learning how many marks.
The adjusted school calendar will only have a 1-week break late December and have students resume in the first week of January. However, the Ministry of Health had intimated that a spike of infections in schools may also warrant schools closing once again. The Ministry of Education was categorical that when grade 4 and grade 8 pupils resumed their studies, they were to pick off from where they had left. But coming back to school after 7 months of being away at the time of a pandemic is not just about being physically present in the classrooms, but also understanding where the students are. And that is why this assessment is important. Dorcas Swangira, Citizen TV, Mwiki Primary School, Nairobi.